Hi guys, and welcome back to the Into Film Show, your guide to all things into film. Coming up on today's show, we check out new British comedy Pride and get some FaceTime with its stars Bill Nighy and Imelda Staunton. With the recent release of Philip Seymour Hoffman's film A Most Wanted Man, we look at some of the late actor's best work. We guide you through the best of the Into Film Festival so that you can get booking. We have a sci-fi spectacular to celebrate the launch of the BFI special new film season. And we're launching an amazing filmmaking competition. One of our highlights this month was attending the premiere of the brilliant and hilarious new British drama Pride. Pride stars Bill Nighy and Imelda Staunton and tells the unlikely but true story of a group of gay and lesbian activists who travelled to a small town in Wales to support the miners' strike in 1984.
Get out there and find a gay or a lesbian right now.
I don't want the wrong impression.
Right, because you're so bloody irresistible.
Our reporter Archie was on the red carpet at the glitzy London premiere to talk to the film's cast and crew about British comedy's recipe for success.
We make amazing British films, but what makes Pride stand out from the rest?
Well, I think we do humour really well.
Yeah.
We do class really well, and I think we do history very well. And those three have come together in this film with great aplomb, I think. When we get it right, we really get it right.
Your van?
I'm not getting in that.
Then you'll have to stay here.
You lesbian, are you, love?
That's right. We're just off to Swansea now for a massive layers off.
What's different from Pride with some of the other films that stand alongside it is Pride is a true story, and it's a true story that actually changed civil rights in the UK, but that nobody knows about, which is a pretty incredible thing to be able to say.
Now, I'm hoping you can clear something up for me about lesbians.
Not now, Gwen.
It's something I was told in the covered market.
Now, get settled in first, shall we?
So, what made the story Pride jump off the page for you?
Everything about it was attractive. Mostly it was just really, really, really funny, and it's so rare that you read a script that makes you laugh all the way through.
The fact that it's a true story that's very funny and very sad, but also doesn't shy away from the gritty politics of it and makes it really, really unique.
And you're now an Into Film star. What do you love most about the Into Film show?
Well, I'm going to come entirely clean and tell you that I've never seen the Into Film show, but having met you, and you are so charming and obviously well informed, I'll be watching from now on.
I think its presenters are very charming.
I'm mad about the Into Film show. I'm going to devote my life to it.
Well, it seems only fair that we give a shout out to our adoring fans. Hey Bill Nighy, Stephen Beresford and Andrew Scott, thanks for watching. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about Philip Seymour Hoffman, a great actor who passed away in February this year. Many of you will know him amongst many other roles as Plutarch Heavensbee in Hunger Games. Some of you may have caught his film A Most Wanted Man in cinemas by now. The thriller sees Hoffman play a German espionage agent who's tasked with investigating a Chechen refugee and suspected terrorist who has entered Germany illegally.
And in Abdullah's case, that little bit just might kill you.
This is just another example of Hoffman's amazing acting skills. He rarely put a foot wrong on screen, so it's well worth checking out his body of work. Start off with his Oscar-winning performance in Capote, which is a brilliant recreation of real-life author Truman Capote. You could also check out one of his earlier roles in The Talented Mr. Ripley. He plays a small but memorable part alongside Jude Law and Matt Damon. For something different, there's Mary and Max, a touching animation for an older audience, in which Hoffman has a voiceover role. And Don't Miss the Master, in which he plays a complex character who's both sinister and charming. Be sure to check out the essential Philip Seymour Hoffman topic in the extras box, which will guide you through all his unmissable films. Welcome to Festival Corner. Thousands of you have already booked for the Into Film Festival, which takes place between the 4th and the 21st of November. But there are still places left, and it's free. Here are just some of the things that we have on offer. There will be screenings all over the UK of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the brilliant superhero sequel starring Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. You can also catch The Book Thief, a brilliant book-to-film adaptation set during the Second World War. And why not delve into the fascinating documentary Who is Diane Cristal, which looks at the suffering of illegal immigrants trying to cross the American-Mexican border. As well as screening around 150 films at the festival, there are also plenty of Q&As, masterclasses and special events for you to attend. We're running exclusive events at the Harry Potter Studios, learning about missions into space from the UK Space Agency and getting exclusive access to Aardman Animation's upcoming film, Shaun the Sheep. Those are just some of the many festival highlights. If you're a teacher, youth leader, home educator or parent, head over to our website now and book. If you're a young person, don't let them forget. We'll see you at the festival! Our friends at the British Film Institute, who love to shout about films as much as we do, are launching a special season this month that focuses on science fiction films. The sci-fi genre has always fascinated movie fans because it explores diverse themes such as technology, science, distant worlds and the future. And because we love it too, we've created an entire strand at the Interfilm Festival that's dedicated to sci-fi films. So that means you can watch great sci-fi films like the creepy Brit flick Village of the Damned, the 60s apocalyptic film The Day the Earth Caught Fire, and the genius British monster movie Attack the Block. We sent our reporter Nathan up into space to see who he can find to learn more about sci-fi. But he should be there by now. Hello? Nathan? Hey, can you hear me?
Eronita, yeah, I can hear you now. I've actually found Rydian Davis from the British Film Institute and I'm going to now ask him some questions. Let's do this. Why did you choose to focus on sci-fi films this season?
We wanted to celebrate a genre which has really come to dominate audiences' experience of cinema everywhere. It's so exciting, it's real cinematic magic.
What sci-fi film inspires you the most?
2001: A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick. Do you know it?
I don't think I've heard about it. I think I might try and find that and watch it.
Okay. Kubrick was a brilliant director and he really imagined what space could be like. He did very thorough research thinking about what the experience of going into space would be like and then created something enigmatic and interesting and cinematically just beautiful.
What's the value of sci-fi films for young people?
I think it can really capture the imagination and those big questions about what tomorrow could look like or what experience could be like with new technologies and new spaceships. I think it's full of action and adventure and it's a real kind of spur to the imagination.
Say there was someone who was completely new to sci-fi, what 3 films would you recommend for them to watch?
I think one of the big film series on at the moment is The Hunger Games, and I think that's a great sci-fi series. It's got a really strong central female character. Sometimes sci-fi can be a little bit too boysy. If you like that kind of film which sort of shows you sort of, all sorts of problems with relationships and society, then you might be interested in something like George Orwell's 1984, which is a much older story but explores lots of similar themes. And then I think there are just the most beautiful, inspiring science fiction films like Blade Runner, which is with Harrison Ford, who is also in Star Wars, which is just a visionary, fantastic film by a British director, Ridley Scott.
People often think that sci-fi is just about aliens in outer space, but is it more than that?
Very often the stories that we set in outer space are just about our humanity and our human relations, and lots of sci-fi doesn't need to go into space to do that. And take the classic Metropolis, for example, one of the first great silent science fiction films by Fritz Lang, a German director. Some great sci-fi films like Metropolis aren't taking you out here into outer space. They're taking you into our society and into kind of speculations, what if questions on what can happen if technology changes.
Thanks for talking to me now.
Thank you very much, Nathan. You've been a great host.
Okay, and Eronita, now I'll try and find the Steven Spielberg floating through space.
And if all that wasn't enough to convince you of the greatness of sci-fi, maybe this message from a big Interfilm fan will twist your arm.
I think my favourite science fiction film is probably Close Encounters of the Third Kind, directed by Steven Spielberg. I watched it when I was very young and it scared the life out of me, But then I watched it again when I was probably in my 20s, and I thought it was an extraordinary film, a very moving film. And then even now when I watch it, it really affects me in completely different ways. So it's a film that, even though the film stays exactly the same through the years, because I change, it seems like the film changes. So I suppose, as well as me just loving the film anyway, it also is a good example of how film can change over time.
Do you agree with Michael Sheen about Close Encounters of the Third Kind? So, have a think, because we're keeping our sci-fi theme going with our new filmmaking competition. We're asking you to make your own short film that has been inspired by the sci-fi genre. Why not start off by watching our YouTube playlist of sci-fi shorts for inspiration? Your film should be between 1 and 3 minutes in length and focus on one or more of the classic sci-fi conventions. You can find all the info you need in the link in the extras box, and there's £500 to spend on filmmaking equipment or a professional filmmaker workshop up for grabs. Good luck! Well, that's about it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you for next month's show, which comes out on the 6th of November. Bye!
Hello everyone, and thanks for watching the Interfilm show. If you like this, you'll love the Interfilm Festival, which takes place in November. There really is no better way to spend your time than exploring the world through film. Go to the Interfilm website to see what's on and start booking.